It's the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we're going to look at Patrick Mahomes, as he's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Commanders making their way out. Leading him out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson. Here's Walker to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Usually we see this is the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back to Walker on first down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 13 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
To the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Watson just beating the play clock. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Walker now on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. they can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And again, he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on it as it brings up the 3rd and 10.
Well, now it's tough to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. A 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. As the Commanders make their way out on offense, let's take a peek at the playoff picture in the NFC. And you can see by the X next to their name, they have clinched the NFC East already. For the moment, though, they would host a wild card game in round 1.
And for me, it brings back memories about how tough it is to win this division. Not just in recent years, but think about the decades that have stacked up where we've said the NFC East, always one of the toughest divisions in the NFL.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on.
I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice game for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Open man is Noah Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Kenneth Walker, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And makes it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably won't run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards, the final tally. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. Pierce now up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down moment.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine all that size and beef, but they can let a tackle through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain. First and 10, it's Pierce. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well. You know? He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game. So you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. And here we go on the next drive for Washington.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw is Watson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
On the counter, it's Walker.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to 10.
You know what, when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd and 1, Watson. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Watson. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Ken Walker. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
And again, it's Mahomes. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches. Daring them to run the ball. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for...
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
This one fielded at the 5.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the 1st down against our defense by that decision.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. Mahomes now to throw. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal blocking the offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now here's Mahomes. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Touchdown, Giants! T.J. Hockenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. That's complete over the middle to Callaway.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away at incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will cut the lead down to 13.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the score is going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Mahomes.
And this one too low.
Like somebody thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Well, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes. Caught left side, Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Mike Williams from 4 yards out. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Washington offense as we're going to look at the playoff race in the NFC. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They run again with Walker. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Kenneth Walker, 63 yards. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And his pass incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Working with a 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes. Open man right side is Tony. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
I I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there. Now it's to third and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball?
Walker hitting the ball is out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery on Giants touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. That's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going?
Line connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the... Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now it's Watson. Got him in. It's Brown. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Up the middle, here's Walker. Finding room at midfield. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And going right back to Walker. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 170 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Walker. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
So a victory here for the